Still a sore subject. We're not allowed to bring it up at Christmas.
I'm fucking real, bro. You ain't shit.
I mean, if I can't say something that just cut cold or make someone laugh, I don't even type it.
You a fucking punk-ass bitch!
Jesus Christ, that hurt. I'm still got a headache over that.
I'm the greatest man talking on the fucking face of the earth right now.
You should be thanking me that I'm talking about Tennessee.
You guys can't coach, to be honest with you. He's just a high school coach.
Fuck me.
What is it all with again? What is it again? With it, not feeling good.
Yeah, go ahead, Unabomber. What the fuck are you saying about the SEC, bro?
Don't be ridiculous right now, okay?
No, USC is far better than Oklahoma historically.
Can we get a timeout just for half a second?
Because I want motherfuckers like you every goddamn day!
I just can't believe y'all put a statue of this guy already at your campus.
Dude, whatever you're smoking, buy a ton of it.
You a fucking punk-ass bitch!
Then it makes me look like I got owners.
Smacking off.
And we're back. Smacking off the podcast. I'm your host, Shannon Madden. I'm joined with my co-host and producer, Mr. Doug Phillips. Doug, how are you?
Great.
We have a absolutely wonderful show for you tonight. Justin Pike, finally out of Facebook jail. Of course, we've kept up with him. He had changed his allegiance to the Georgia Bulldogs, and unfortunately, right before the national championship game, he was pulled off of Facebook unceremoniously, as they always do. I'm in Facebook jail right now. I should know. Well, Justin lost the bet. Justin basically made a bet on Facebook, SEC Smack, in a post saying that if Alabama beat Georgia, he would drink his own piss. And apparently there is now a video of him drinking his piss, which there's a lot of controversy as to whether there was a little bit of studio, camera magic, as it were. So we're going to be talking to him about that here in just a little bit. And we also have a very special guest. We have Dr. Karen White. She is a video forensics expert out of the Omnitech Institute, Atlanta, Georgia. She will be doing basically breaking down the video and explaining why she thinks it's a hoax.
Yeah, she did this from her office, actually. And,
yeah.
And I've already viewed it, and it's very interesting.
Yeah, we paid a lot of money for this one, so you definitely want to stay tuned. We also have a brand new smacker going to be on the podcast with us tonight, Mafileo Kefu. Well, that's a handle right there. We're going to talk about all things Texas A&M and Oklahoma. He is a fan of both. I think we kind of needled him and got him to pick an allegiance. So you can listen to the segment later. We kind of talked about a few things. It's going to be a great show as always. Stay tuned.
I ask myself, Red, which ballpark Frank pumps more, the beef or original? Any fool can tell you it's the beef. Fool, who's a fool? Just my luck to ask a fool. The original pumps more. Don't tell me the beef pumps more. It's the original, because I'm the original dummy. You're the original dummy, all right, and it's the beef.
Hey, fella, we just want to know which pumps more.
Listen, one dummy around here's enough. Right, dummy?
High grades ballpark Franks. They plump when you cook them.
Smacking Off invites you to join us on the podcast. If you have an opinion on an upcoming game, some commentary on your conference, or want to roll with one of your fellow smackers on air, hit us up. You can message us at the Smacking Off or X's and O's Facebook pages, email me at maddenshannon@toothfairy.com, or call us on the Smack line, 304-508-BAIT. And as always, fuck your team.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to drink my own piss. I'm tired of motherfuckers. Tired of y'all fucking with me about it. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it because it's fucking time. My stomach's not as messed up as it was yesterday. Alright. Here's this. There's my toilet. Here we fucking go. Let me fucking finish the rest of this shit. Oh! Started again. Alright. Goddamn, here we go. I'm fucking getting ready to drink my own fucking piss because I'm tired. People do not respect me. And they don't think I'm going to do it. Prove it wrong. Oh my God, that's fucking disgusting. Holy. Oh my God. I can't. Oh my God. Oh my God, I think I'm about to throw up. Oh. Okay. Oh God. Fucking gag. That's it. I ain't drinking no more. I took a couple sips of my own fucking piss. Y'all think it's good enough? Y'all kiss my fucking ass. I'm done.
Okay. I guess the burning question was how did it taste?
It hurt. It hurt.
Is it as salty as everybody said? I've never drank piss purposely before. I've had a little bit close to my mouth. I don't want to talk about it.
Right.
I mean, we're all grown.
We've all had a situation with piss.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're all grown. We meet that one girl, that one really, really freaky girl that kind of scares the shit out of us, and we don't ever talk about it afterwards. But we all know that one girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, what happened was I checked my phone this morning. People still talking shit to me, and I decided, hey, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And finally, I laid in bed, played on Facebook for about 30 minutes. And I got up and I said, "Screw it, I'm going to do it."
You felt the urge and felt it was time to
and then after I did it, I took a couple sips, and then I didn't feel the pressure anymore, so I stopped.
Mm-hmm. So
that's pretty much how it went. Pretty disgusting.
Yeah. But at the same time, you are a man of your word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can't say that.
Yeah. Again, and you know, people are still talking. I am banned from Facebook, but I can see the comments and this, that, and the other. People are still talking shit. But
isn't there a group already that's popped up that was actually apple juice, Justin Pike?
Yeah, I see. The crazy thing is, I'm allergic to apples. So if I'd have to be rushed to the hospital. I wouldn't be able to be on the podcast right now.
Yeah, you'd be dead.
A lot safer for you to drink piss.
Right. Well, I drank piss.
Well, I mean, people drink piss online all the time.
I even peed in the cup on the video, and then they're still trying to say it was fake. Like, what else do you want me to do?
Well, I mean, you could take it one step further, but then you're going to get a lot worse than a 30-day ban on Facebook. Yeah. So I mean, I think you went above and beyond the smell test as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, haters gonna hate no matter what.
Absolutely. So, how'd you feel about the Super Bowl? Let's talk about something other than you pissing in a cup and drinking it. You paid your bet.
This is something I hadn't talked about. I got a bookie up here in D.C. now.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll take any kind of bet. He gives me $1,000 limit per week, and the max I can bet per game is $200. And what I did is New England was minus 4.5, and I bought the hook to take New England minus 4, and I lost. So I was pretty good.
How much did set you back?
I bet $150 on it, but I did bet $50 on the coin toss, and I did win that, so I only lost $100.
Excellent, good deal. Yeah, I saw some dude that like bet 50 grand on the Patriots. Did you see that where some dude had bet like 50 grand on the Patriots and put his little ticket bragging online about it?
Oh, really?
You know that motherfucker had to be sick.
Well, you heard about that one guy. He did the Let It Ride for the playoffs this year. He won $14 million. Long story short, he took every single game, every single series. He got it right all the way to Game 6 of the World Series, and he cashed out. Ended up cashing out for like $14 million. He took a plane to Vegas the week before the Super Bowl and laid $8 million on the Eagles on the money line. So that should have just went ahead and told you the Eagles was a lock.
Wow.
But Tom Brady minus 4. It's hard. Tom Brady versus Nick Foles, and Brady's minus 4. It's tough to say, yeah, give me Foles.
And, people still talking shit about Tom Brady's not the greatest of all time. For Tom Brady to lose the game yet still throw over 500 yards, I mean, I'm sorry. Tom Brady did everything that Tom Brady could fucking do.
I mean, that
game.
defense couldn't stop or couldn't shut a door. I mean, they couldn't get him off the field.
Philadelphia had a phenomenal defensive play there on the second of the last series.
They did. They did.
And that's a good defense, too. And you look
without
at every single teams that have beat Brady in the Super Bowl, they've always been able to put pressure on them, kind of like them Giants teams with the – and I knew Philly was going to get pressure on him, but I thought the defense was going to be able to at least get a couple stops. That was terrible.
Yeah. It was a great game, though. I enjoyed it.
I can't believe they didn't start Malcolm Butler.
Well, it's been a long time since we talked to you. I mean, going all the way back to the national.
Yeah, because you've been in Facebook jail for a while.
They put you in jail like right before the national title game, didn't they?
Yep, yeah, it was 4 days before the national title game. I really didn't even get to comment on what I thought about the game.
Is that what cost? Yeah, you do now though. Is that what? Is that what cost the Georgia the game?
Yeah,
they took you. They took you out of the
helped a lot more if I was there, But it's unfortunate, Doug. It really is unfortunate.
Well, I don't know. I kind of think, too, that this conspiracy may be a little bit more grander than you think. I mean, there's a lot of people that were going to make a lot of money off of Alabama winning the national championship. A lot of people had seen what Georgia was able to do and went in there with the attitude that Alabama was undeserving. I'm smelling a conspiracy here. I really do. And the fact that they took Justin out of the equation, it makes it just that much worse.
Yep, right at the last second.
Right at the last second.
I mean, here we go. The game's fixing to kick off. Justin, 30-day Facebook ban.
Yeah.
4 days before.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought it was. Come on, work with me here. I thought it was the last second. Let's just say it was the last.
Well,
second.
I mean, 4 days before. Still, though. I mean,
that's what I mean. Last second is 4 days.
All that build up and then ghost. That sucked ass.
Exactly.
It really did. Yeah, I'm sick of Facebook jail. I really am. And the thing is that I shared.
Did they auto report you?
Well, I don't know because of the picture, and I'll find a way to send you a copy of it. I actually posted it in Smack.
Actually, we'll stick it right here in the segment.
Yeah, it was posted on SEC Smack. Okay, yeah.
It'll be right here. Yes.
Yeah. It's a silly picture, and it began a silly religious conversation. Right. It wasn't even that deep at all about what church people thought I should attend, and next thing you know, I was banned for 30 days. This is my very first 30-day ban, too.
All it was the most enthusiastic communion partakers I've ever seen.
Yes, those girls were very thirsty for the Lord.
They were. But really, there was nothing there. I mean, except for that nipple.
Well, okay, but I edited that one out. It's very convoluted. It's a long story. I don't know. I still don't know what to think of it. I'm tired of being in Facebook jail. I'm tired of getting boned by my cellmate. And I'm
you just gotta make a fake.
Well, I get.
I had to talk on my Landon Beanon profile for 30 days. Hell, I got tired of it.
Now, is Landon a real dude? I think Landon's real.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and spill the damn beans.
All right.
I'm gonna spill the beans.
All right.
Landon is a real person. He is a real person. He's a childhood friend that I grew up with in North Carolina. He moved when he was about 15 years old down to Georgia. and we always kept in touch. Well, you know, I joined the SEC Smack group. He happened to be in there with me. So what he does is he just gives me his password and lets me talk on there. He don't ever talk. Long story short. So he is real, but it is me talking.
Is he really an Alabama fan?
Huh? Yeah, he really is. He goes to University of Alabama, but he's not even into football that much. He just gets his guy's degree, stuff like that.
So when Landon is talking about Alabama on SEC Smack, it's actually you.
Yes, it is.
Oh, man.
Roll Tide, brother.
The master.
Hey, I make some pretty good points, though.
The master. Man, I'm sorry. You are a man after my own heart. There should be some internet awards for some people's performance on Facebook. And my friend, you definitely are up for quite a few of them in my book.
Oh, yeah, pretty good, ain't it? That is pretty good.
All right, our next.
I tell you, Tua, he looked pretty damn good in that national championship game. Hats off to him.
He looked great, man. And you know, again, this is the guy we got staring down the barrel next year. If Jalen doesn't pan out, which I don't know, I think everybody's pretty much convinced that Jalen's not coming back in the starting role. Which I don't know. That's just nuts. It's just absolutely nuts.
It's not happening. He will have a shot in the offseason, but he will have to improve.
I mean, improved greatly. Did you see the second half? Woo!
And if he does improve, the best case scenario you're going to get is probably Saban actually doing his first trading up starters.
So I mean, can now let me know. Can he transfer this year?
He can, but he'd have to sit out a year.
Oh, so he couldn't play this year if he transferred.
But here's what he needs to figure out.
Who was it that was talking about him possibly transferring to Texas? It was a former Alabama player.
McElroy.
Yeah.
I mean, it keeps coming up, but the thing is, can he be an NFL quarterback if he goes somewhere else and has a different quarterback coach?
No,
and I'm saying no.
I don't think so.
So if he can't, the best thing he can do is stay where he is and change positions.
Oh, Chatty Cathy, all the tales famous talking down. We pull the ring. And you say 11 different things. Let's play house. Please change my dress. We can change your dresses now, goodness knows. Now you got a wardrobe full of pretty clothes. For nursery school, you're crisp and cool. For summer, there's a playtime set. In winter, brr, your collar's fur. In a coat as cute as you can get. I love you. You love your mamas, and they love you sleepy time pajamas.
Just pull the ring. You never know what she'll say next.
Tell me a story. The only story now left to tell is a Chatty Cathy's made by Mattel.
You'll find Chatty Cathy and her costume sets wherever toys are sold.
You can tell it's Mattel, it's swell.
That's a good point. What else could he do, though?
He's a hell of a fucking athlete.
He's a hell of an athlete. He's a runner. I think he'd make it decent tailback.
A lot of people have said, and I think I've even compared him to Tebow on this show as far as his game management skills. You know, that was the one thing that really killed Tebow was the fact that he just couldn't just accept the fact that he wasn't a NFL-style quarterback, but he would have made an excellent fullback. There's so many different positions that you could have put him in, Tebow in. And
but he would never do it.
Tebow would probably still be playing ball right now.
But he wouldn't do it.
Wouldn't do it. So I don't know, and I think it was Jay Barker in one of the, the round table or something like that, or one of the morning shows, had pointed out the fact that, when quarterbacks finally do reach the level of, college quarterback, especially at that level of college quarterback, for them to accept any other position after they've pretty much been leading the whole team. And you look at his record, and his record kind of speaks for itself. I mean, great game manager.
Right.
But, it's is his ego, which we've talked about ad nauseum since he's, began throwing for the
doesn't seem to have a lot of ego.
No. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how it pans out come spring.
Are you spray painting, Pike?
No, I'm boiling some water.
Gotcha.
Some mac and cheese.
So what's this shirt you're holding up here in your profile pic?
Who, me?
Yeah, Los Angeles.
On your Hangout profile pic.
Yeah.
And your
California
Facebook.
For a couple years back. Let's see. 2013 to 2015.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know. It was something random. The picture that I had on there before wasn't something that I should have on, so I just, it was I was in a store hanging something up. Nothing too big to it. But to follow up on the Jalen Hurts situation, you know what I think he should do? I don't know. You said he has to sit out a year. Could he just lose a year eligibility because he was a junior, right?
No.
He's a sophomore.
Oh shit! So could he just lose a year eligibility and then come as a senior? How does that work?
I don't know if they'll let him do that.
Yeah,
I think he's actually literally have to sit out.
Yeah.
Well, if y'all think he could leave say let's play hypothetical. Say he could go somewhere. Where do you think would be the best fit for him to go if he could?
As a quarterback, I mean,
as a quarterback,
I'm heading to. If I'm him, I'm heading to Florida Atlantic. I'm not joking.
Yeah, go play with Lane.
Because Lane can probably get the most out of him, but Lane probably is still not going to make him an NFL quarterback.
No.
So,
the college football fan in me wants to see him go to Tennessee, and then Tennessee, the Alabama game would just be fucking lit next year.
Yeah, that would be interesting, but I don't know. I mean, again, we've already seen what the two quarterbacks can do versus one another. We know what Jalen is like in a situation where he cannot be mobile. So against Alabama, which is pretty, dominant against the run, I don't know. I think that would that definitely wouldn't swing in Jalen's favor.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
At the same time, though, he kind of knows what
He practices against that defense right now.
Yeah. So there is that to consider.
Yep.
And then Pruitt going there.
You're going back to Tennessee, aren't you, Pike? Tell us.
No.
You are hitting around about it.
You can announce it right here.
I'm not a lot of Georgia Bulldog fan. It was a Georgia Bulldog fan that got me put in Facebook jail.
Oh,
there's a lot of that going on.
This could be an
now.
exclusive right now.
I kind of think that there was either a Georgia Bulldog or possibly. Well, I don't know. I'm going to leave my speculations myself.
Georgia fans are a little bit salty these days.
I will say,
a damn Georgia fan.
I will say this: I've been fucking with Wanda pretty hard lately.
Who's Wanda?
Justin knows.
Yeah. Well, I love me some Wanda.
We all love.
So
Wanda.
tell us, Justin, what happened? What did you do to get Facebook jail?
It was one of the videos I made, and it got taken down. Somebody reported me. They said it was cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying.
Yeah, and funny, they said I'm cyberbullying because of my video, and then here I am. I get told to hang myself, shoot myself, drink Drano, and then I get put Facebook.
Yeah, but you're Pike,
cyberbullying.
Yeah, and that's that, and you do raise a great point because a lot of your posts on SEC Smack they'll get amplified to the hilt with people just screaming bloody murder the whole way through. And again, everybody just kind of shrugs their shoulders and says, well, he knows what he's doing. But I don't know. I mean, what if you do get that one person that's sensitive in there and somebody tells them to drink bleach and they get 400 comments on going in a completely different way and they actually do drink the bleach. You're not gonna drink the bleach, are you?
No.
Yeah, piss was bad enough.
I drank piss, but I ain't drinking no bleach.
I don't blame you. Would you ever drink piss again if a girl asked you to drink pee? If she was really super hot? Never? You're done?
I honestly, before I drank the piss, I didn't think it tastes that bad. I thought it tastes like, a watered down beer.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not. It's not a watered down
beer. It's very warm.
Let me tell you a horrible story real quick. When I was about 18 years old, I was hanging out with some friends of mine, and they worked for a radio station here in Birmingham. And at the time, and this is going to kind of give my age away a little bit, Pink Floyd was coming to town, and it was like a really big deal. Because it's Birmingham, you don't get the Rolling Stones and Pink Floyd come through town every day. So we're actually camped out in line, waiting to get some tickets with all of these people. There's like 100 people out there, and they're all camped out on the street, and everybody's got various different alcohols and other various substances, and we get to drinking. Well, some homeless guy comes up, and apparently the homeless guy had been drinking or whatever because he was real mouthy, and he was demanding everybody give him a drink, and you need to hang out, blah, blah, this, so on and so forth. And he's fussing with everybody about somebody needs to give him a drink. Well, a friend of mine tapped me on the shoulder. At this point, I'm destroyed. I'm completely drunk. And they had me go behind the dumpster and pee in a cup. And when I came back, I'm drunk as shit. I'm spilling piss everywhere. And I hand it back to the buddy of mine, and he kind of pours a little beer on top of it. Walks over to the homeless guy, says, here's your beer, man. Just drink it and get out of here. There was like about, 10 people out there that were in the know about what was in the cup. This guy, he's like dog cussing everybody. Nah, man, fuck you, motherfuckers, blah, blah. I mean, he's just dog cussing. And he just takes a big, giant, huge gulp of it. And I mean, gulps it down in almost one gulp. And it starts pouring out the sides of his mouth, and he spits it out, and he's madder than hell.
Oh,
it was one of the greatest moments of my adult life. Okay, anyways, I'm glad.
Good.
I'm glad I got that off
All
my
right,
chest.
Justin, the guy we have coming on next he's an expert. He's going to analyze the video, and he's coming on to prove that was apple juice.
Oh,
it's not going to happen.
Interesting. Because it's the thing. I'm allergic to apples, like I said earlier. So
he's got your medical record.
Apples, I'd be in the hospital right now, and if he can examine it to where it's apple juice, he's some kind of fucking miracle worker.
Yeah. I think that was one of the job descriptions. It was like something about urinalysis expert, miracle worker.
All right, so we'll wait a month. We'll wait a month, and then we'll bring you and him on.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Okay.
I'm just messing with you.
There's not nobody? Damn.
No. It's just Bobby Weston. We're just kidding.
Oh, my God.
But he's coming on as Bobby Shannara.
Yeah, Bobby Shannara.
Okay, I'm about tired of his ass.
Why? You don't like Bobby?
Not really.
Why?
Give us a soundbite here. Come on.
I just don't. I mean, the whole Alabama thing, the videos about Alabama being this, Alabama being that.
It's his hair, isn't it? It's his hair.
Fuck
I know
Weston,
it.
right?
No, it's his hair. Yeah, fuck Weston.
And I have no hair. It might be a little bit about the hair, a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
We had like a 20-minute conversation in one of our episodes. What was that about? It was something about like shaving your balls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a long I
haven't released that yet. It didn't come out.
We haven't released that yet?
Not the shaving the balls.
Oh, shit. That's like one of the best conversations we've had ever with Bobby.
It was like a 2-hour conversation. It was so long that
I could have swore he was stoned.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. It was great. It was a great conversation.
Before the season kicks back in, we'll have to have Pike and Wesson on.
I'd do something like that.
I think that would be wonderful.
I don't like Bobby. It's I don't like Bobby. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I get that. I've got some relatives like that.
Right.
I love them, but I don't love them.
Right.
Yeah. Smacking Off invites you to join us on the podcast. If you have an opinion on an upcoming game, some commentary on your conference, or want to roll with one of your fellow smackers on air, hit us up. You can message us at the Smacking Off or X's and O's Facebook pages. Email me at maddenshannon@toothfairy.com or call us on the Smack Line, 304-508-BAIT. And as always, fuck your team. Bobby he's that guy. He's that guy that you love. I mean, you love him, you just don't love him.
So I can use all this as sound bites?
I really like his hair. I'm sorry. I hate to go into, the whole hair thing, but I mean, he does have some beautiful hair.
His hair, is head hair or his nut hair?
He didn't have any nut hair. Remember, we had a long conversation.
Yeah, we had this conversation.
He is smooth as a baby's ass over his whole entire body except for his eyebrows and that beautiful, 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 luscious, full hair.
Holy shit!
I'm hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hard right now.
Oh my God!
You need to get him on here one time with me. I don't think me and Bobby. See, me and Bobby, we've had this thing for a lot of years. We kind of tiptoe around each other. He stays in his lane, I stay in my lane. It's always worked out.
It's a mutual respect. Yes.
One time he did try me, and he kind of escalated a little bit. I escalated a little bit, but then it fizzled out. Me and Bobby, we just
when we get you on the show, it will not fizzle out.
Lanes, we got our own lives going on.
We're gonna poke this shit until this shit explodes.
Well, speaking of your own lives, I just saw your new Tinder profile.
What'd you think about that?
I'd swipe right. I think I did actually.
Yeah. Well, hey, you only need one.
I just look a lot.
It only takes one.
I look a lot different in my Tinder profile though. I'm a woman.
I know
See,
that.
my goal with it, Doug, is to be real witty with it. I want to capture somebody that's real witty. And she's got a personality just like me. She has a sense of humor like me.
Women
so
love.
If they swipe right on that, chances are we got the same sense of humor.
We
so
got
we
somebody.
Got the bullshit.
We got a possibility for you.
Who?
Have you ever met Jorita?
Oh man, no.
Come on, man.
He's not gonna fall for that one.
Hey, I do love me some Lebu though.
Yeah, we all love Lebu. We need to get Lebu back.
Have
on.
you
We
ever
want
had
Jorita
him
on,
here?
but he is a hard person to get on the show.
He really is. He's all gay cruising it up these days, and he does fabulous, wonderful things. He has granite
You need to get
countertops
him on
now.
here one day.
He has granite countertops now. He is coming up in this world.
But Jorita is coming on at some point for her own segment.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yes, Jorita, I believe, will be a blonde. Yes, that's.
You need to find a way where you can like video it.
Yes, we're
Actually
definitely
see him.
that.
Yeah, actually, when we do that, I think we're gonna demand that he has his video camera.
Well,
on.
we don't
Yeah.
record the video for these podcasts pretty much.
We have a
because-
couple times.
Well, we have a couple times, but mainly because I'm naked when we do. No, it's like a real thing. It's like, I can only like talk with confidence into a microphone if I'm completely.
And he
naked.
does it. He does it from Birmingham, Alabama, and I'm in Nantucket. So
No, we're actually in the same room, but
no, we're not.
he's not facing me right now.
Right.
Somebody call Jorita.
Hey, just look at me for a minute, please.
Did you just say something about jury duty?
Yeah, jury duty? No,
No,
I'm not doing
somebody
Jorita.
call him up.
We've actually had we've been to the brink of Jorita coming on 2 times, I think.
Yeah.
But
there's always
that's
some
it.
incident at the trailer or some gangbang or something.
the
so,
fingernail.
I miss gangbangs. Have you?
Huh?
When's the last gangbang you were at? It's been a while.
Yeah, my recollection. Yeah, that was actually the.
I ain't talking.
That was the Outsiders.
I ain't talking about with gats and Uzis. I'm talking about the other kind of gangbang.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay. All right.
I'm not into that stuff. I'm a germaphobe.
You're a German? Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nasty.
So what'd you do after you drink
I mean,
that piss?
not necessarily. It depends on.
Actually, your piss is it's sterile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard something like that.
Seriously, a guy told me one time if you hook up with a girl and you don't wrap it up, if you will go immediately over to the restroom and pee and like rub the pee on, I'm serious, and no shit. This guy gave me like this whole entire like.
Get the fuck out of
No,
here.
they used to teach him that for World War II.
Go rub the pee and do what?
You just gotta pee in your hand, and you just kind of gently just wash the whole thing off with your pee. It's kind of like peeing on your feet when you get a
Athlete's foot.
yeah, but it's
okay.
but it's like athlete's dick.
You've done that before, haven't you?
No, I'm in a drought.
Hmm.
I'm in a drought bad.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They have escort services up there, don't they?
I know, but you don't ever know what's real and what's not.
You don't, man. That's what light switches are for.
Yeah, I mean, you're like close to DC, man. There's a lot of. I mean, there's some. If you got the money, there's some decent hookers up in that area.
Gosh, I mean, seriously.
No, there's tons. They're everywhere.
And I'm sitting here
I was
thinking
in
about
Casino the
like
other
some
night.
of the worst, awful, god awful situations I've ever been in. And man, you just get drunk. That's why I don't drink anymore.
All right.
Yeah, hell, I got fucked up Super Bowl Sunday. God almighty.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad?
Well, me, 8, my buddy that was with me, 10. So here's what happened. We went to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
We got all drunk, and we're walking back. He wants to go play some darts. We got to throw some darts. We're in there. He's so drunk, he can hardly even hit the damn board.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, screw this. I'm getting out of here. Let me get my check. I walk to the bathroom, go take a piss. I come back. My buddy's laying in the floor. I look at the bartender. She says he fell down, and he hit his head on the bar, and he's out cold. So then I went over there, tried to shake him, get him to wake up. Ambulances came.
Whoa.
Cops came. Like it was all fucked
yeah.
up. It's I'm sitting here real drunk, having to explain the situation, talk to the cop, talk to the ambulance people. And it was just, and I lost that money on New England. So all in all, it was a pretty fucked up Super Bowl for me.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, at least you didn't go to jail though.
Yeah, I mean, he had to get stitches in his eyes the next day though.
Oh,
but I told his ass don't get
in his eyes.
They're gonna
like
that'd be
probably above
$1,000
his
just to
eye.
get in that ambulance.
Yeah. What do you like? Catch the corner of the bar or something on the way down? Or
Yeah,
something?
he hit the corner of the bar right at his eyebrow.
Damn, I bet he bled like a stuck pig too.
God almighty.
That's a bad place. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever got a cut there before. That's a bad place to get a cut.
Well, see, I didn't see it because I went to the bathroom and I was coming back. You know, and I come back, people's all standing around him and shit. And I was
Damn,
like,
you
what the
missed
hell?
that one. Because you
Well,
could.
see, this is the problem too. people can't really keep up with me when it comes to pounding out alcohol. Like people think that they can, but then when it comes down to it, you land in the damn floor with the ambulance on the way because you busted your head on the bar.
I used to be there, except I would insist that the ambulance didn't come. I stabbed myself with a tactical knife one time when I was drunk, and was actually in my front yard. I'll show you. We got to get a picture of that up with a cowboy hat and me in my underwear with a Johnny Cash t-shirt.
Okay.
And the small child,
small black child, looking at you like, what the fuck happened here?
No, looking at my crotch.
Okay.
Seriously, that used to be my profile picture. I might have to pull that one up. Oh, I can't because I can't get on fucking Facebook. God, that pisses me off so bad.
I tried to make you a profile, but
you don't realize my whole life has fucking changed now over the past 2 weeks because it's like I get on Facebook and it's such a hollow experience now. It really is.
Do you ever forget and comment?
It's
on
a privilege.
You remember? You remember the last scene in Being John Malkovich? Remember when he tried to go into the portal one last time and he was going to try to go be John Malkovich,
yes.
But the problem is it sent him in the little girl and sent him into the child, and he just had to stay there and watch, and he couldn't that's kind of like what it is.
What you doing, Granny?
Making myself a new pipe.
Oh, I got something here you're going to cotton to. That banker fella gave them to me.
What's that?
Winston cigarettes. Try one, Granny. They is first rate.
Well, if you say they're really good.
Best smoking you ever had.
By thunder, Jed, that is good smoking.
Now try it this way, Granny.
Tastes even better.
They tell me these Winstons is the best tasting cigarette you can get.
Well, I may put away my corn cob. That's saying a heap for 'em.
You know, Granny, there just ain't no way of saying how good a Winston is. You gotta smoke one to find out.
Well, I can say this. Winston tastes mighty good.
Like a cigarette should.
I'm in limbo. I'm in purgatory.
Do you ever forget and go to comment on something?
Yeah.
And then you click it and it says you
Yeah.
cannot comment for
And then it even tells you how many days and how many hours, and it's like it's a grand fuck you. And then the motherfuckers had because I've got several groups and stuff going on Facebook, and them motherfuckers actually send me one of those little ads about managing my groups and how I need to get on there and go tell all my people about all my shit and go get in your groups, get your groups going and so on and so forth. I said, you fucking assholes.
Well, they want you to be.
I hate it,
They
man.
want you to be ready.
And there's some motherfuckers at the NSA right now that have my fucking microphone and camera on. They're just laughing their fucking ass off right now about this shit. I hate that. Oh, God. Can we move to North Korea? North Korea is really open.
Can we do the show from North Korea?
I don't think so.
I don't think you make it that live.
Well, I think you have. No, yeah. I mean, I think it would actually be.
I'm pretty sure Trump has negotiated some stuff.
Dennis Rodman goes there all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he's,
exactly.
Seriously, he's friends with old Kim over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're buds.
I should tell you something.
They're BFF.
Yeah.
Are you have you made your macaroni yet?
Yeah, I'm looking for the drainer right now.
The strainer.
Damn. Yeah.
The brush nibble strainer.
Done.
Hey, let me tell you something. Do you have any Swiss cheese? I'm serious. I'm being serious right now.
I do.
If you have some Swiss cheese, take a slice of Swiss cheese and melt it in that macaroni. That is a fucking game changer. I'm just telling you. Try it sometime.
Actually, something y'all don't know about me. I'm actually a very good cook. I got this turkey coming out the oven.
You're making a turkey?
Hell yeah!
Holy shit! So you're not just doing macaroni? Because I just thought you were heating up some macaroni while you were talking.
No,
I was
like,
okay, my macaroni's done. Fuck y'all, I gotta go.
And turkey. Big
Holy
old turkey
shit,
breast.
man!
6 pounds.
All right, so you've switched teams. You drink piss. What's next on the agenda, Pike?
I'm thinking about switching teams. I'm thinking about not being a Georgia fan anymore.
I think you should.
Who you leaning towards?
Fuck those guys.
Who am I leaning towards?
Yeah.
I'm going to say who I'm leaning towards. That's not the team I'm picking, but I'm thinking about going back to Tennessee.
Fair enough. As long as it's not Auburn. Of course,
No,
as an
no.
Alabama
No,
fan,
no.
it still pains me because Alabama fans and Tennessee fans have a very, very bitter rivalry.
And we won't use your name. You know, we've talked about this, but
Oh yeah, use President Pike.
or just Pike.
Yeah, and, I'm glad you brought that up because what's this all this business about Joe Cook and old Ed and this, that, and the other? We already have a president. What the fuck?
I don't know. They just having some fun.
Are we talking about the third smack? The third smack.
Yeah, there's all these little things going on. There's only one president of the SEC
I thought
Smack.
Pike was leading this.
Pike is the president of SEC Smack. Always has been.
I
thought that was LaRue right now.
You just know.
He thought it was LaRue. David LaRue is supposed to be.
Nobody
on this
ever
show,
really
too.
knows who's president, do they?
And that's I think and I'm just going to go ahead and call him out right now. I think David LaRue has completely blown us off because he was supposed to come on the show and then he had this like car accident thing. Which okay, he really did have a car accident. Sorry, but yeah, it was pretty bad. But yeah, we need to get him back on.
We've never had him on.
I would love it. Hey, tell David Woo next time he gets on, I want to get on with him because I've met David Woo in real life.
Well, actually, I'd like to do a little segment on a couple of our SEC Smack because we've had a lot of folks from SEC Smack on the show. Some of the more prominent posters. Still have not had Mr. Marshall himself. Mr.
Oh God,
SEC Smack.
that you talk about a busy man. That's a busy man.
That's a busy day.
But you just gave us a headline a minute ago, Pike.
Well,
will Pike switch back to Tennessee? Question mark.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You just gave it to us.
I'm still thinking about it. I just don't want to suck.
Well, I mean,
I think.
What is it you don't want to
be
suck
all
on?
right though.
Well, Auburn's still looking for fans too. I'm just throwing that out there.
No, I'm not. That's a damn. I ain't doing that shit.
How about South Carolina?
No.
He's a Tennessee fan at heart.
Being in Knoxville, being around the mountains, hanging out, fishing. I don't know. I just love Knoxville.
Pickup trucks, Nashville. I like Nashville. Nashville's a cool town.
In my hometown, I'm only 2.5 hours from Knoxville.
Oh, okay. Where you're originally from?
Western part of North Carolina.
How about UCF? Come on.
Fuck UCF.
No, I don't want to be a bandwagon and root for the national champions.
Yeah.
Because they are your champions.
They
Just
are.
like Trump is y'all's president.
There's something.
He's somebody's president. I don't have a president.
Yeah, I hate I was in Facebook.
I only have one
I was
president.
gonna run that down Alabama fans' throat about UCF.
I only have one president.
There isn't but one queen that I listen to. And they will rock you.
Yeah. Freddie Man, we were talking about Freddie Mercury the other night. You want to talk about the baddest motherfucker behind a microphone ever.
No, he was.
Yeah.
Oh, he's badass.
Yes. He would strut across the stage and just twirl around in the air, then throw his mic to somebody, jump down on a piano, which I saw Justin Timberlake do the other night, which was kind of nice.
Oh shit!
I thought that shit sucked.
I don't know that
it was okay. It wasn't the worst thing.
That Ultra Mega.
There were no titties this time.
You got the whole entire world watching you, and you got 15 minutes to do something crazy. He should have brought Janet Jackson out there.
No, he had Ultra Mega Prince pop up on the.
That was just. It was a 3 out of 10 for me. Justin Timberlake's a hell of a performer.
There was a lot of
I'm just disappointed.
There was a lot of irritation by Prince's surrounding folks over that. They didn't want.
Yeah, because apparently there was some old beef between Justin Timberlake and Prince.
Prince actually, according to them, there was no beef. Justin Timberlake tried his damnedest to get Prince to do something with him, and Prince really wasn't. He wasn't a fan.
Prince is fucking Prince. I mean,
You can't force Prince to like Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, you can. I mean,
but you can force his ass in quadruple life size onto the field in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's dead. There's not much he can do about it.
Singing
right
2 bars of
yeah,
I would die for you.
Yeah, no. That was
I thought it was I would die for you.
Was it I would?
I would die for you. Yeah, it was.
It was.
And that was.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know why they picked that one.
I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of controversy surrounding this whole thing.
Surrounding
you need to stay woke.
There's a lot of controversy surrounding life.
Yeah, you need to stay woke. I've been trying to tell people this for years now.
Yep.
Stay woke. Well, I don't know.
I got me a fucking feast over here. I'm about to go eat, guys.
Yeah, you need to go on and get into it, Justin. We really appreciate you being on the show.
Hey, I love coming on here anytime.
We appreciate you finally owning up, being a man, drinking the piss. We
I
appreciate
drank the
it.
piss.
You did drink the piss. We saw it. Well, we're gonna have Bobby Wesson on to verify it any day now.
All right.
Bring him on.
All right, go Big Orange.
All right, see you guys.
Take care,
I don't
man.
want you living with roaches. Now I'm going to show you how to kill roaches where you don't want to spray, like around food and dishes. Get yourself decon roach traps. No poisons and no spraying. Roaches get trapped inside and wham, they're dead. When the trap's filled, throw it out. Power, but no poison. I think they're beautiful, especially since your picture's on the box. Decon roach traps, more power to you.
Visit our Facebook pages, Smacking Off the Podcast fan page and Smacking Off the Podcast group page, facebook.com/group/smackoff, facebook.com/smackologists.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna drink my own piss. I'm tired of motherfuckers. Tired of y'all fucking with me about it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it because it's fucking time. My stomach's not as messed up as it was yesterday. Alright. Here's this. There's my toilet. Here we fucking go.
This is authentic. He's definitely pissing into a cup.
Alright, let me fucking finish the rest of this shit. Oh! Sharted again.
The shart could not be heard without sound analyzation tools. It cannot be confirmed on the recording that he actually picks up the piss cup before he walks away. What is he reaching for, right here? Did he pick up a cup of apple juice, strategically placed in the bathroom before he recorded the video? Quite possibly, he did. Notice here, only 50 seconds after the piss cup was shown full of piss suds, now there is no piss suds at all. As a matter of fact, this liquid appears to be very clear. Not a sign of even one piss sud remaining.
I'm gonna do it. Prove it wrong. Oh my god, that's fucking disgusting.
The gag reflex is a little bit late. His first reaction was not what I would expect from someone who swallows urine.
Holy.
This is not a bad acting job, but is it an authentic reaction to tasting piss? I'm not convinced that this man has drank piss from a cup or even anything that actually tastes bad.
I can't. Oh my god.
Delayed reaction? The first reaction should have been the most intense reaction, but it clearly isn't.
Oh my god, I think I'm about to throw up. Oh. Okay.
It is my professional opinion that this video is a hoax. In fact, Mr. Pike did not drink his own piss, it was likely apple juice, which he strategically placed in the bathroom by the door. He can be seen hunching over as he walks out, likely grabbing the apple juice that he placed by the door. He cannot be verified picking up the piss that he clearly sits down early in the video. But he clearly picks something up as he is leaving the bathroom, several feet away from his toilet.
This is Kiss, each sold separately, and you can put them in any crazy pose you want.
That's the name, Kiss. They may look insane, Kiss. It rocks your game, it's Kiss.
Kiss, each 12.5-inch figure sold separately by Mego.
Smacking Off invites you to join us on the podcast. If you have an opinion on an upcoming game, some commentary on your conference, or want to roll with one of your fellow smackers on air, hit us up. You can message us at the Smacking Off or X's and O's Facebook pages, email me at maddenshannon@toothfairy.com, or call us on the Smack line, 304-508-BAIT. And as always, fuck your team.
Mafileo Kefu.
Ain't nothing crazy about that, man.
No, it's crazy to me because of the millions of people that I've met in my life. I think you're like one of 3, if I can remember correctly, that's ever said it right the first time.
Well, thank you.
He won't get the last name right.
Kefu?
Ooh, that's normally how my
yeah, sorry.
parents say it, but it's pronounced Kefu, like
Kefu. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I thought it was, but again, I was
it's
guessing.
all good, brother.
Okay. Go with your gut. That's what that means.
Give me kick this drum beat.
In every aspect of life, always go with your gut.
Absolutely. And again, I've been in Facebook jail, so we have not got a chance to meet yet. I'm Shannon. I'm the host of the show.
How you doing, Shannon?
Absolutely wonderful. And I hear that you are an Oklahoma Sooners fan.
Boomer Sooner till I die.
Oh, this is going to be a fun call.
But hold on now, he's also a Texas A&M fan.
What?
To the Cassie, I know, which is crazy, but I will give an explanation because I have the perfect one.
Okay.
Okay, so in 2006, when I graduated high school, I mean, I was already rooting for A&M before that, but I ended up attending Blinn College, where I played for Dennis Franchione's son. I played for Brad Franchione at Blinn. And so my love for A&M skyrocketed. Well, at the same time before that, in high school, my quarterback got a full ride to Oklahoma. He played safety for OU, Sam Proctor. And so my love for OU was cemented because I went to like 4 games.
Oh, okay.
So it was cemented right there. And in 2007, I became just all OU and all A&M fan. And a lot of people look at it crazy, but I don't, because I don't even think they play each other. In fact, if I can remember correctly, they've not played each other ever since I've been watching.
Yeah,
they play. I believe they played in a bowl game in the early decade.
No, they did. That was in 2002, I want to say, but I could be wrong.
I'm taking this.
Well, they were in the same conference, but
yeah. A&M
sorry, 2012. Is that what you meant?
No. A&M went to the SEC in what, 2012. In 12, okay, so they were in the Big 12. But even when they were in the Big 12, I don't remember us ever playing each other. But I could be wrong.
We are typing furiously right now. Yeah, checking this one out. And you hail from Texas, right? You live in Texas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Houston, Texas.
Okay.
They played in the 2013 Cotton Bowl.
2013, I was living in the state of Utah. I did not watch football that whole year.
Texas A&M won 41-13.
I'm so blown away.
So if you watch a Texas A&M Oklahoma game, who you pulling for?
Oh man, great question. I'm pulling for A&M.
Okay, so when push comes to shove, you're an A&M fan.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Woo, I was worried, man. I was worried about the rest of this call. Now, and you did mention Dennis Franchione earlier, and we have to remind all of our listeners that Dennis Franchione is a flaming piece of shit.
Beyond that.
Yes.
And his son is even worse.
Oh, really?
God.
You got some dirt?
Oh, No, I can just tell you that from seeing his face every day, seeing him coach, eating family dinners at his house every Sunday. That he is a despicable human being. In my opinion,
really?
he's not a good human being.
So the
He's
apple does not fall far from
Oh,
the
no,
tree.
it does
Okay,
not.
okay, excellent, good deal.
I'm pretty sure. Didn't Franchione went down? Wasn't he giving insider information to gamblers, to people?
You know what? I read about that. I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, I think
God,
that
I
was
hate
just a
that,
little
man. This
misunderstanding.
dude was so rude. I'm gonna be honest.
It's not like he was
so
at a titty
rude to
bar
me.
or something.
He would look at me and be like, "Oh, I just don't like the way you look. Get out of my face." I'm like, "Bro, I will hurt you, bro. What?" He would just, he would just talk to people like that, like, "Oh, I don't think I don't stand. I don't belong here with these people." He was one of those kind of guys, you know.
Gotcha.
Well,
Is he still coaching?
That's just like his dad.
I don't even know. I hope not, because if he's ruining careers.
I will bet you $1 that Dennis Franchione did not touch a doorknob when he was in Tuscaloosa, that he always grabbed a handkerchief or something and put his hand over the doorknob.
Possible.
Dennis Franchione wanted out of here so bad it wasn't even funny.
So did you enjoy the Super Bowl?
What's that?
Did you enjoy the Super Bowl?
Oh, to be honest with you, I blacked out, and so I had to watch the Super Bowl on Monday.
Oh, okay.
So blacked out like you were just extremely tired from a hard day of work, or you blacked out because you was tired?
Oh, of course that and a little bit of drinking, and so
Fair enough.
I'm a Cowboys fan, and so that was even more of the reason.
Yeah, there wasn't really much for you to watch as far as a Cowboys fan. Yeah,
as a Cowboys fan, I would feel like a Cowboys fan would probably pull for the Patriots.
You know what's even crazy? Just because you said that, this is crazy. I hate the Philadelphia Eagles so much. I'm a Cowboys fan, so that's that. But I hate the Patriots even more, man. That is crazy.
So it was just
you were sort of pulling for the Eagles in this one?
I sort of was, because I had a few bets with the Eagles.
There you go. The truth comes out.
How you feeling about recruiting tomorrow? Is Jimbo gonna?
You know what?
Gonna close the deal?
I was asked this question because I'm actually taking off of work tomorrow, so I can make sure my full attention is on this.
Right.
I have a lot of people. When we signed Jimbo Fisher, I told myself, I said, man, I don't know if this is an upgrade, but this has to be an upgrade because he won the national championship in 2013.
Right.
So I have to believe that he brings something to the table that Kevin Sumlin didn't, and that is a ring. And when you win a ring, your name gets blasted everywhere, and these young kids, they want to come play for you. They want to come play for the guy that wins it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but at the same time, though, and I have to ask you this as a Texas A&M fan: how do you feel about that hire? 10 years for $75 million.
I am absolutely blown away. I am not happy with that at all. That is, God, that's a lot of money for a coach in my eyes. That's not, in my opinion, he hasn't. Though he's won a national championship and he's done great things at Florida State, he's had very, very good players at FSU, like very good players. So I can't really get into how good his coaching is because.
But he is the guy that recruited those players. So.
Oh, that's very true. That is very true.
So.
And this is another point I look at it. Bobby Bowden was such a force that FSU. They've been a name for so long that kids, especially Florida kids, and down south kids, when you hear of Florida State, you just think, oh man, these guys win. They win. So let's go play for them. I mean, that's just my train of thought. And so I hope that he brings that same thing that Texas A&M, that his name is so good that we attract players.
Whoever can win the recruiting battles in Texas is going to be on top. I believe.
I agree.
So he's got to deal with Texas. If he can deal with Texas successfully or just hold his own, Texas A&M is going to be in good shape, I believe.
I believe the same thing. And the thing about Texas and their recruiting, Tom Herman is unbelievable at recruiting.
Yep.
Unbelievable. If I'm not mistaken, I think they ranked fourth I could be way off, but I think I read something where
They're pretty high right now.
yeah, they're pretty high right now, right?
And yeah, tomorrow's the end of the.
I gotta throw in here because I really think that too much emphasis has been placed on recruiting for a vast majority of coaches. And look, I understand in order to win hardware, you have to be a top tier recruiter. But the way you develop those recruits into those star players from the point you get them on the campus. I mean, that's where I think
you got to have those 4 and 5 star guys though.
Yeah, and this is true, but I mean, at the same time, there are plenty of coaches out there, the ones that are getting bumped up, that are able to go out with maybe 1 or 2 4 stars and a handful of 3s. And still eke out 8, 9 wins. I mean, I think more emphasis needs to be on actual player development and seeing what Jimbo Fisher did at FSU last year. That was a train wreck. There's no reason that season should have happened. None. If you wanted to base it solely on recruiting,
right?
I'm just trying. That's I'm gonna get off my soapbox about that because I preach a lot about that on the show. I mean, especially with the recruiting season winding down.
24/7 Sports has Texas at number 3 right now.
Oh,
that's
massive. Okay. They had them at 3.
That's
I thought
huge.
they were at 4, but 3. Wow, that's just incredible.
Let me see where A&M is. A&M's 23. I don't know where they were before he came in.
Oh man, I just looked at it a couple of days ago. We were I believe we were in the middle teens, if I'm not mistaken.
So they dropped?
I'll tell you what hurt us badly, man. I think losing Kyler Murray to OU, that was huge. That was monstrous for us. That hurt majorly for me personally because I watched Kyler Murray.
You don't feel too bad about it though, because it's at OU.
Yeah,
he's at OU, but I wanted him to win for us because that's where he signed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not.
You pull for OU if they're not playing Texas A&M.
Yeah, that's about the size of it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Question: Are you guys from Alabama?
Yes. Yeah, we're actually the podcast is based out of Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. I didn't know. I just was guessing from the accent.
Oh yeah. I'm Southern as fuck.
I love it. I love it.
I actually seen you and Dane on a video. That's how I got.
That's my boy right there.
That's how you.
Dane represent.
We're gonna have you and Dane come on before, as the season's getting started. With
right on. Yes, I'm down.
With Clemson coming down to Texas A&M.
Yeah,
that'll be an interesting segment.
It's gonna be a good game, I think.
I think it could be.
I really do. Jimbo's got a lot to prove, and of course, him.
And Clemson, they still don't have Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. And I personally think that A&M is going to be a lot better, especially with Jimbo Fisher as head coach, a lot better than Syracuse. So,
I believe the same thing, and I think what he brings, in my opinion, is a defensive asset. I don't even know if he's a defensive coach, but A&M has been so terrible on D the last, at least 2018, since 2014 with Johnny Manziel. We have never had a good D. Ever.
Yeah, Jimbo's he's an offensive guy.
Oh, God.
But he kept a good defense at Florida State.
Yeah, he did.
Typically. And I don't know who is the coordinator over there. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up too.
We have a lot we have to look up in this segment. This has been a very educational segment so far.
This is our first Texas A&M guest ever.
It is. Wow.
We have a girl that wants to come on, and her name is Courtney.
We need to get more girls on. We were supposed to have Miss Ashton on tonight.
We may still, but
her and Eric are in love.
I'm honestly honored. I'm not gonna lie. I've never been on a podcast. This is my first one ever.
Really?
And
well, we're not live, but this will be coming out on Thursday. So
we're glad to be here to pop your cherry. Let me take my pants off.
to be on
nah, I'm just kidding.
I can't wait to tell my.
I'm not wearing pants.
God, I'm gonna trip out.
But anyway, Texas A&M.
You're still
I
looking
want
this up,
to
aren't you?
ask you guys, are you guys, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys roll Tide, right?
Yes.
I'm a Troy fan.
Okay. DeMarcus Ware, my favorite linebacker of all time. That's
Did he come from
so
Troy?
awesome.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I'm actually an Alabama fan, like you said the first time.
I do pull harder for my UAB Blazers, but
Oh, right on. What is that, Alabama, Birmingham?
yeah, that's actually they're an offshoot, I guess you could say, of the University of Alabama. Their Birmingham campus.
They're not D1AA though. They're D1, correct?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they're
And,
a group of 5. They're in Conference USA.
Mm-hmm.
They are in Conference USA. Yep.
Yeah, and they also until they get their new field, they're still playing at the old Iron Bowl, the original Iron Bowl. Legion Field. Yeah.
All right, now here's an update. Notre Dame's defensive coordinator Mike Elko has joined Texas A&M staff as the defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! No way. Are you serious?
I'm serious. And Notre Dame had a pretty good defense this
Yes, they did.
Oh yes, they did.
They come pretty damn close to beating Georgia up in South Bend.
But Jimbo, he had his run there at FSU for a moment. Then, of course, last season. I mean, which Jimbo is going to show up this year?
I think so.
And again, I'm not expecting Jimbo to be playing for the national championship, mind you. But I'm saying, what's acceptable in this scenario?
I think something went wrong there. I think he got in a bad way with some higher ups or something.
He had to have because, man, they were paying him pretty good money, and he, like I said, he just won a natty not too long ago. So
he wanted
there had to have been some rift between him and ADs and whatnot.
Yeah,
something definitely went wrong.
But I mean, for him to jump out of that situation and then jump into a 10-year contract at Texas A&M for $75 million,
that is just.
I mean, it sounds crazy, but Texas A&M's got the money. If he wins a national championship there, if he wins one national championship there, it's probably paid off.
Well, it's funny because as we're sitting here, just chit chatting about it, I'm poking around on my tablet, and a story came up about the Ohio State AD is on record as saying that that's absolutely ridiculous that any university should pay that kind of money to a coach, but at the same time, we're talking about the AD for Ohio State.
Right.
Yeah. So, of course that would be, that's a ridiculous amount of money. I really don't think so.
How much does, Saban, Saban changed the landscape.
And I'm not saying that, I wholeheartedly endorse that Jimbo Fisher got that contract. I mean, I still don't, I think that's a very questionable move
I agree.
on Texas A&M's part. But having said that, you're absolutely right. What you just pointed out a moment ago, that Nick Saban has changed the coaching landscape. And also, let's be fair about it. Look at the amount of money that college football is generating right now. It's ridiculous.
You want to hear an interesting story, and this involves Texas A&M. Back in 1980, a coach out of Pittsburgh, coaching the Pitt Panthers, Jackie Sherrill, became the first head coach ever to sign $1 million contract at Texas.
No way.
At Texas A&M.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable.
He was the first ever.
I think we talked about that on the show at one point.
He was the very first. So
that's crazy.
Yep, but I mean, it's bound to happen eventually, and then we're looking at our first $10 million a year coach probably. I mean, Saban.
And who do you think that will be?
Oh, sorry, what am I talking about? Saban makes 11, don't he?
I was just about to ask.
Well, and again though, but you have to figure in all of the different performance bonuses. But then again, you look at
you're talking about just right at the top. $10 million a year, and then bonuses are extra.
Yeah, I think his bonuses are actually really, really minuscule because it's almost a given that he's going to be at least, make that obligatory from time to time SEC championship game appearance, or those little things. We're always going to make a bowl. It'll always be a at least a New Year's Six or better.
Seems like
it. Yeah. That's pretty much the precedent that Saban set. Of course, that's also any time that we're at a New Year's Six bowl and there's not a playoff or a natty attached to it, it's a disappointing affair. I'm sure you remember the Sugar Bowl, the one that Oklahoma fans are.
I do. I'll never forget it till I die.
Still crowing about. Yeah.
It was. I'm just playing it in my head right now.
Understood. And I'm playing the Oklahoma Georgia game in my head, particularly the last few minutes. Yeah,
that broke my heart.
Not mine, Jack.
Can I be honest with you guys?
Yeah.
I realized cried after the game because I put so much when I watch sport. When I watch, especially football, I love basketball too, but I'm more of a football guy.
Mm-hmm.
So when I watch football, I put my all into this. You know what I mean? I put my soul into this, and so I was so banking on OU bringing the cookies home.
Well, they was in the driver's seat.
Yes, they were.
They were
in the driver's
rolling.
seat, and that shocked me. I was so shocked, and I just cried after the game. I couldn't believe it.
Well, and more importantly, so did Baker Mayfield, and that's what really made my evening.
You want your car to last forever, right? How do you feel about friction, tightwad? Newsflash, pal. Over time, seals can bust.
Hey!
Rings can blow. Don't forget metal to metal contact. This is Quaker State higher mileage engine, proven to reduce friction and condition seals. And it helps restore power in engines with over 75,000 miles.
You gonna pay for that?
Nope. Quaker State higher mileage engine, the power to reduce friction. Don't make me send you the lab results.
Nah, he's going to do great in the NFL. He really is. Out of
You
all
think
of the, I think he will be. I really do. I think it again if he keeps the because a lot of people have made the same correlation between him and Manziel as far as
yeah.
some of his off field or on the field antics
antics.
If you want to get down to it, I mean, he does have that attitude and that swagger, but look, me personally, I think the attitude and the swagger is kind of one of the things that maybe may work in the NFL, and it may work. It just depends because the NFL is there's such a weird landscape anyways with all the, political stuff going on and this and the other. And again, some people are not, it's not really that they have a political opinion about one way or the other as far as people kneeling or Black Lives Matter, things like that. It's just really, we're so bombarded daily. I mean, all day long with political this, political that, political this, and some people just shutting it out because it's something to do, or somebody's told them is, actually political. If you actually asked, I would say roughly way over 70% of the people that are NFL fans that are weighing in about the whole kneeling thing, and actually asked them what folks are kneeling for or not folks are kneeling about, they couldn't tell you, they're un-American. Okay, well, why are they un-American? I mean, you actually try to break it down to them.
Exactly, I agree.
I've tried to get into this with people. It's a self-defeating argument to say that it's un-American to sit out of the national anthem. It's self-defeating, because what the hell's the national anthem supposed to be about anyway? And it's supposed to be people have died to keep our freedoms. It's like it's.
Well, and again, if you go read every single one of the verses of the Star Spangled Banner, you could kind of see why some black folks would get a little upset about it.
Right. Yeah, they would.
In fact, probably every black person would get upset about it. Yeah.
And also, the NFL is changing drastically. The tide of the quarterback is changing into a. That's why I'm so up in the air with Baker, because the tide of the NFL is changing into a mobile quarterback, shifty quarterback. You got to be able to move in and out the pocket. It's not pro style so much anymore. Whereas you had Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, you know what I mean? Now you got the Russell Wilsons, you got the Andrew Lucks, you got the guys that can move. Jared Goff, he don't scramble as much, but he's mobile. And what I think is Baker might just be coming at the right time. He has a cannon.
He really does, and he's a deadly accurate. There were a few of the throws, particularly in that Georgia game, because I kept up with Baker.
He didn't lose the
season.
game.
I watched.
Oh no, he didn't.
No.
I was actually watched with great enthusiasm the Oklahoma-Ohio State game earlier in the season.
Oh yeah,
and I was was thoroughly impressed by every single throw that he that he tossed in that game. It was incredible. He's got a very quick release. He doesn't spend a whole heck of a lot of time in the pocket because he already knows where the ball's going to go, and he knows how it's going to get there. So I think he's going to do good. I really do, and I think pound for pound, he might be the one of the better choices in the draft this year.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. And again,
That's what's up.
at the same time though, I've been merciless with some of his little,
Antics, I'm not down with it, man.
antics. Him running from the police was a really bad look, particularly when you watch the
When we
video
watched the video
with
and
the
way he
audio.
went about
You got to watch it with the audio because that's really. I mean, he comes off like a punk bitch. He really
he
does.
comes off like just a douche.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm done. I'm done. Who the fuck says that?
Dead.
I mean, who the fuck says that? A bitch. That's the only person that says that to a cop
God.
is a bitch.
I'm not disagreeing, brother.
I still think
You
that
shrug your shoulders, say shit. I got caught. You just sit there and you wait till you get back to the station and bail out.
I still think that
Take your lumps,
it was
go
a better
home.
look than the Mixon thing.
Oh God! Don't get
Oh,
me started
God.
on that. Don't get me started.
You see where you see how good he's doing.
How is Mixon?
Well,
doing?
he's doing iffy. That wasn't a good statement, but that was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I don't know. I've talked ad nauseum about the Joe Mixon thing on this show, and I think I'm just going to give it a pass tonight. It is very, very because it really. I personally look. I know kids make mistakes, but yeah, that right there was like 18 different mistakes in a 3-minute video there.
Yeah, that was
He
crazy.
should have never followed her in the bar. If he'd have never followed her in the bar and said, "Nah, fuck that bitch," and walked on down the street and just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then again, that also comes from being young and, especially being an athlete.
Has he been
too.
in any trouble since then?
No.
He might have learned something.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's done quite a bit of volunteer work, even though we've given him a little grief for it. Because, a lot of it was a photo op for, kind of make things look a little bit better. But,
Well,
yeah.
People want your photo.
Yeah, people do want your photo.
Right.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Well,
I also want to ask you guys, what do you guys think about the throwing Samoan?
We've actually we've spoken about him pretty much just about every single episode since the national championship game, and we'll probably continue to do so all the way up until starting day.
I mean, I don't consider myself a troll, really. I consider myself a
I don't know about bro, not me, bro. I don't know about
That's what I
Justin.
said.
Speak goddamn women and something, man. I'll beat your goddamn brains out.
Yeah, but it was still a horrible look for Oklahoma.
Dude, whatever you're smoking, buy a ton of it.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
If you want to win the game, you gotta take a good aim and get the most marbles with your hippo. Playing Hungry, Hungry Hippos. Hungry, Hungry Hippos.
Hungry, Hungry Hippos is the name of the game, and whoever hippo gets the most marbles wins.
Playing Hungry, Hungry Hippos. Hungry, Hungry Hippos. I win!
Hungry, Hungry Hippos, new from Hasbro.
I just want to throw something out there about him that I had read before the season started. He was at Trent Dilfer's football camp, right? And he's throwing the rock. Trent Dilfer at the end of the camp says, "This is the best 18-year-old I've ever seen in my life." So I said, "Well, I've never heard of the kid, so let me look this kid up." So they go into mini camp. Before football starts, you have what's called it's like a 3. Don't remember how long it was, but it's like a 2-3 week camp.
Mm-hmm.
And so I looked up the numbers. I don't remember what he threw for, but he threw for 275 and 3 touchdowns and 1 pick. Jalen Hurts put up similar numbers, but with 2 touchdowns and 0 picks, a little bit less passing yards. And I said to myself, and I said to my group of friends that religiously watch football, I said, "Hey, I know Jalen Hurts is this and that. He's only lost like 1 or 2 games as a starter, but dude, I'm telling you, check out this freshman, man. He should be starting, bro." Nobody believes me. It comes the week. They play Tennessee, actually. Tua threw a pick in that game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So Tua gets in, and I'm telling you.
He's the one that threw the pick that got returned for a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got returned for a touchdown, yes.
Yes.
So I'm like, dude, look at this throwing Samoan. So all my friends, we start paying attention to him. The natty comes around. And I'm like, dude, I'm telling you right now, they're going to put Tua in the second quarter. I'm telling you, bro. It doesn't happen. He comes in at halftime. and he does that. And I just told my friends, I'm like, bro, I said this before the year started, that this kid should have started. Alabama would have went undefeated, and they would have shattered everybody. Look what he does. And I think next year, I have nothing but, I hate to say this because, I'm totally against Bama, but I will always be a football fan before I'm a fan of any team. I'm a football fan first. So I speak reality. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think Tua is going to tear college football up next year because not only does he have a super accurate arm, he runs a 4.4. That is unbelievable.
Yep.
That is crazy.
He's actually Hurts is pretty fast too, but if you watch Tua, he's a lot quicker. When I say quicker, I don't know if he can beat. I don't know who's faster if they're running the 40 or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know what Jalen's numbers are.
No, Jalen's fast though. He's fast for a big boy.
Oh, he's very
fast. He's fast.
But the thing is,
no, I didn't see him play at Chandler. I'm sorry, but I heard about him when he was in high school.
But Tua can make cuts a lot. He's quick.
Oh yes, he's got that little
he's quicker.
dash and then that jab step and go.
Yep.
The jab step and cut. I mean.
Yep. He's a better runner than Jalen because of that, in my opinion.
The kid has it all, man. Once I heard he broke all of Mariota's records, I said to myself, okay, you have my attention to it.
Yep.
And the interesting thing is too is that Alabama's schedule does favor them being back at the big dance next year too.
Good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Bama. I mean, again, it's I don't know. As an Alabama fan, you kind of want to furrow your brow about it, but at the same time, there you can't argue. Everybody's throwing a big old fit about Alabama has a cream cake or cupcake schedule, so on and so forth, this, that, and the other. And they somehow seem to keep getting back in the national championships. So, my contention is that, okay, if that's how it's going to be, then every other team needs to schedule accordingly.
Yes, I agree. I agree with that.
I mean, and again, there's been a few teams that you have to find a happy medium in it, and being in a strong conference definitely helps.
Right.
Yes.
And if you're not in a strong conference, then you have to.
The SEC is down right now, but they still got a lot of cred from the past.
Yes.
We're kicking ass in basketball right now, though, so that's important.
You guys know why? You signed that kid Sexton.
Oh yeah, he's talking about Alabama in particular. You were talking about the conference, weren't you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No. But hey, you took it in a good direction.
Yeah.
Sexton is badass.
Yes.
Dude, I remember him in high school. He he punked Anthony Hardaway's son and was like, and ever since then he had my attention. And then he blows he turns everyone down and signs with Alabama. And Alabama just beat OU like last week, I believe.
Yep, they did. Did you hear about that?
Yes, I did.
And I don't even watch college basketball. I just pay attention to sports.
Oklahoma fans are still down about the whole, national championship thing. So I'm trying not to rub it in too
much. Those basketball players could give a shit less about that.
Yeah. Sexton's unbelievable.
Yep. All right. So is it Gig'em?
Gig'em. Yes,
Gig'em.
Sir.
We're going to get you and Dane, man. Y'all can have it out the week before the Texas A&M Clemson game.
Oh, Dane better bring his lunch because I'm packing a lunch for 3 days.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what I want to hear.
Dane, you have officially been called out. And look, and Dane's got balls. Dane will he'll answer the call. I know he will.
Oh, I know he will too. Me and Dane have had several conversations. We never met in person, but the guy is so cool, and I know he'll come with it.
I love Dane. Seriously, Dane can be my roommate any day of the week. Dane, when you hear this, if you come up hard on a place to live, you can always crash at my place.
Yep.
Same here, brother.
Just keep your feet off my couch.
That's all I ask. And keep your feet off my carpet.
You know where them feet are.
I mean your shoes.
Mafileo, we really appreciate it, man. You take it easy.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. I truly, man, this was an honor, man. My first podcast. Thank you.
Hey, we're going to do it again. Trust me.
Oh, right on. Until then, brother, thank you.
Later.
Later, man.
Please subscribe to our channel by clicking the small smacking off icon at the top of the screen now. Click the link at the bottom of the screen to watch last week's episode.